Hi. So I know it's been a little while, and life just happens, and you blink your eyes, and it's been 3.5 weeks, and life is flying by. So I think the last time I talked to you, I was just about to have my first fill. I've had two. It didn't hurt. I was really nervous when I was first going in about how it was going to feel, and I was really scared. And I think, my doctor was probably a little laughing at me because I was kind of like, don't hurt me, I'm scared. But I didn't even feel it. It was amazing. I said, was that it? It was great. Life with restriction is different. The first 2 weeks, I really felt it very, very strong. I wasn't eating a lot at all. Lots of my life was still coming back from just starting to eat again. So my stomach, I guess, had really shrunk, and I didn't really have that much in me. So eating right away was sort of a lot less. And then, so when I went back, I was like, oh no, I have really strong restriction and whatever. And then he was like, okay. So he only gave me, I think, another 1 cc, at which time was probably not enough. I could have definitely gone for the 2. I think the hardest part is that, now you're back to real life and you're not eating liquids anymore. You're eating regular food, and it's hard to make those decisions when you could just eat whatever you want, because now all of a sudden your old addictions and your old habits are trying to come back, and it's about choosing not to allow them back into your life, making sure that you've done things to allow yourself to succeed. It's hard. Every day is a struggle. I had to add exercise to my plan now. So I am doing cardio 3 times a week, and I am doing weights and stuff like that about 5 times a week. And every day I get up and I think of 17 excuses of why I shouldn't do it, why I can't do it, what might have come up, and what might happen. And I'm really lucky because my mom's been doing it right alongside with me, and that sort of makes it easier that when you have that other person, when you're saying like, oh, we're just not going to do it today, and she's like, come on, let's go. It really does make that difference. So try and, I think it's important for everybody to try and find a person that they can do this with. Even not the whole process, but just finding someone that maybe you can work out with or go for walks with. Even the simplest of little things. I mean, we're in an age where everybody needs to get healthy, so everybody should be wanting to do something for themselves. I've been enjoying every second of it, and I really am. I'm down just about 40, close to 40 pounds now, and it's really, really insane. I mean, it's going much slower, so it's hard because you come from a place where you've lost 30 pounds in a month and a half, and then all of a sudden, you're losing 6 in the next half a month, or 3 weeks to a month. But what everybody says to me is it took you a long time to put it on. So if you were able to take it all off really quickly, it probably wouldn't be as long term. So I'm really happy that it's not falling off. And I mean, you want it to, but that's all up to you how fast it falls off. Is if I work harder, if I, make sure that I eat right and do my exercises and take care of myself, my weight is going to come off. But the hardest part now is making those choices, because I can go to a restaurant and eat whatever I want. I'm not on a specific diet, although Jill would tell you that you are. She always is giving me suggestions of new and fun ways that I can eat the right things, which is really beneficial. The support at CIBO has been absolutely amazing. I have had people have my back all the way through. I have a question on a Friday afternoon, I call. I have a question on a Monday morning, I call. That's one of the greatest things, is that there's always somebody there who can tell you, whether they think that might be the right decision or not. And although the decision is ultimately up to you, you need to turn around and be able to say, this is not good for me, or this is not the right decision. And I think anybody who's put in the dedication of getting a lap band, why would you want to waste something like that? So although I'm faced with the decision all the time of whether to have dessert or not, or whether to do that, and I mean, the whole not having it for so long really did make a difference, because now you almost don't miss it. I mean, you want it, but you don't miss it. You don't have that craving where you have to have it like you did before. It's just that you're like, oh, dessert. nah, I'm okay. And really, the truth of the matter is that most of the time, from just eating a meal, you're so full that you couldn't eat dessert. I find that I'm really full after a meal. I have never gotten sick. I have thankfully not stuffed myself. But sometimes, learning to chew slower and take smaller bites is a little bit hard. So I have to continue reminding myself of that, and I'm not going to lie, I have swallowed one bite and thought, oh my God, that's too big. And realistically, I'm lucky that it has never been stuck, but I have felt it. I have felt it slide through. So definitely I wanted to make sure that, that I'm making good decisions and I'm taking care of myself and I'm continuing the things that they have taught me, even though now it's not as mandatory. But it is. It's just as mandatory. It's just as important to do the maintenance and to do the post-care as it is to get ready for your surgery. And that's the thing that I've learned. And it's just as hard. It doesn't get easier. Day by day, you're still making those choices and still choosing yourself over that dessert. But it doesn't feel as life ending as it did before. And you move on and you move forward and things get a little easier, and then you move backward and they get a little harder and you move forward again, and life happens. And like I said, you turn around and a month has gone, and the important thing is to make your correct decisions day by day. Continue to get fills and stay at a good restriction. I'm trying to get to I'm not at my right restriction yet, but I'm trying to get there, and I can't wait, and I'm really excited. And, like I said, in terms of moving forward, I'm looking forward to chatting with you again, and looking forward to, having, all that great stuff and getting to the point where I am where I want to be and all of those things. So, every few weeks and every fill, every time I get a tightening, I'm excited that much more. So I thank you for, following me and sticking with me through my hard journey. And, I'll see you soon. And thanks so much. And I hope that, whatever it is that you're going through, you're just as strong, and stick with it because it's worth it.